Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. This is the Dr. Shabai Show, and I'm Dr. Shabai. And on this show, we talk about feminism, how feminism has destroyed society, as well as marriages and dating. And I do want to continue my series on why so many men have just walked away from modern women. And so we're going to look at number 5. A lot of modern women think that they're a boss lady. They run a business or they're an executive or a big time manager at a big company. And so I want to talk about what the issue is. And yes, I did put a picture of Gabrielle Union because to me, she truly embodies what is a boss lady. And the problem is they take on a lot of masculine traits. Now, being a responsible person, having a job and a good job does not make you masculine. That makes you responsible. But I'm going to show you some videos where Gabrielle Union, or she talks about why she goes 50-50 on her relationship with Dwyane Wade. And then I'm also going to, show some videos of Dwyane Wade talking. But before we do that, I do want to say thank you for everyone that's watched my video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started.
As long as I keep knocking it out, there's going to be more, and there isn't this sort of sense of the rug is going could still be pulled out.
I struggle with that still, just because I think I just have more responsibilities, for my money. So I get nervous, like, oh God, that movie didn't open. Well, what does that mean? Am I going to have enough to hold everybody up? And everyone's like, it's coming. Like, calm down. And I'm trying to find peace in the journey, not using my anxiety and scarcity mindset to be my engine, which is hard. It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work. Bitch, you better work. You gonna sleep in? Somebody might not eat. Come on, you gotta work. And it's hard. It's hard to let that go. So I'm working on that.
Okay, so there's 3 things I want to address here. Do you notice how she talks about being fearful and the scarcity and operating in that, and that's the first thing I noticed. And when you are a woman that's living in her femininity, you don't have that mindset because you know that you will be provided for because you have a husband, but for her to talk about the fearfulness, and she's married to a NBA player that I think his net worth is 200 million. And so she's not living in her femininity. That's the first part. The second part, she says, my money, my money this, my money that. That is the problem of being a boss lady and a modern woman because it's not your money. It is the family's money. And really, this is just my own personal belief, but really, it's your husband's money. I feel like if the husband is the leader, then the money that you bring into the household and he's the leader and he's managing it well, and it's his money. And I know a lot of women don't believe that. That's fine. But that's the problem of the 50-50 boss lady thing because they feel like they made the money, it's their money. And that's where a lot of men have problems when it comes to, modern women. And then the final thing is she talks about taking care of other house now. And so this is the part I'm not 100% accurate on, or do I probably need to do more research. But when she talks about taking care of other households, I'm pretty sure she means her mom and dad. And to me, that's not really a household that you're taking care of if it's your parent. You know, every child who's successful, I feel like it's their duty to take care of their parent. Now, if she's has, other family members, households that she's taking care of, I don't know what husband would be okay with, his family taking care of another household if they're able-bodied, like a sister or a brother. Now, it's one thing to help family members out when they're having difficult times, of course. And so now I want to show you what Dwayne Wade said on the Shannon Sharp show, because I feel like he has to come out and say something, because this does not make him look super super good in the public eye. It seems like it, which we've always known, but that Gabrielle Union kind of runs this marriage, and that whole 50-50 thing, it just doesn't make sense. And I'm going to, really go into, after I show you Dwayne Wade, why 50-50 doesn't work.
On that.
Right.
He got 100, 200, whatever people think I got.
Right.
That's not how it works.
Right.
50-50 in our household is, first of all, let's say I have 20 to 50 responsibilities.
Right.
And my wife have 20 to 50 responsibilities. And when I say that, that means she has a mother, she has her sisters, she has her dad, she has a lot of things that she's responsible for.
Right.
You know what she does?
Right.
She pays 100% of that.
Right.
You know what I do? I pay 100% of my life. When our life come together, my wife is a working actress
Right.
who spends time away from the family to go work,
Do our job.
build.
Right.
We decided together, because I think I said one time we was in Miami, I said something about it being my house that I paid for.
Uh-oh.
My wife looked at me, she was like, "You will never say that to me again when it's something that we share."
So maybe I am wrong, but Dwayne Wade had a home before they got married. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I know if I married someone and they had a house before we got married, and we get married and I moved into his home. I mean, yes, it's our home that we share together, but I wasn't out there on the court with you when you were shooting those balls and making that money and you were able to buy this house. I mean, because words, yes, they do mean a lot, but I'm not going to be upset because you say, oh, yeah, my house, because it was your house before we were together. Now I live here, but it's still, we're together, but it's still your home initially because you bought it before me. On paper, it's still your house. It's almost like it's a competition. You did this, I'm going to do that. You do this. I mean, that's not what a relationship is based on. And you're not living in your femininity when you tell your husband you will never be able to say it's your home because I'm going to put half on this home that we get in California. That is so weird to me. Why not say something like, babe, I love and respect you, and I am so blessed for the life that you've been able to afford myself and our children. Thank you. Thank you. And so there's several reasons why 50-50 relationships do not work. And to me, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are the perfect example of why. Because first of all, Gabrielle Union did this interview about her paying 50-50 on the bills a month ago, and it has been in the news ever since. And I feel like Dwayne Wade did a interview a couple of weeks ago because he wanted to clear the air because he was getting clowned in social media. I mean, that's, is the main reason why, is because people just don't respect it when a woman goes around saying, my relationship is 50-50. And the number one reason it doesn't work is because, I don't know if you noticed, but he said, you do this, I do that. She does this, I do that. You're keeping score in a relationship. You're keeping score of everything that you did, everything that I did, and then we're going to evaluate if this is equitable or equal. That's a problem. A relationship and marriage is about love, trust, and respect. And most men that I know, they would rather have a woman that respects them versus love them. Because when you respect someone, you are going to move a little differently and you're not going to do anything to make it look like, he's not a respected figure in your household. And the second reason is 50-50 doesn't work. There's certain things that men do better than women, and there's certain things that women do better than men. So, I'll give you an example. If there is a loud noise in the middle of the night, um, I am not going to go downstairs and check it out. I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, I did it yesterday, so today is your day, honey, to go check out that noise. No, I'm a scary person anyway, so that wouldn't be 50-50. Just like I love to cook, my husband may not. So there's no way that I can expect him to do what I do in the kitchen. There just isn't. Now, there are some men who can, don't get me wrong, but that's why it just doesn't work with a 50-50. And then finally, when it comes to relationships and marriages, we have to learn to appreciate each other for the good and the bad. And the one thing that I've realized in my age is that men have it hard. I don't care what anyone says. Society judges men by what they do, how much money they make, and how hard they go out here and grind, no matter what. And to me, that's not right, but that's just how it is. And a woman is not judged that way. She's judged by what she looks like. And if she does go out here and try to get it, she gets a cushy job. She doesn't get a job where she has to be somewhere at 2 o'clock in the morning, or she's building the infrastructure. She's doing those jobs that are inside, typically an office or a business owner, and she gets a lot of incentives. Men do not get that. So this is where there's an issue when we're talking about a 50-50 relationship or marriage. It just doesn't work. And men feel like women think that they're either as equal to them or better. And that is a problem, because that's how they see it when a woman walks into a marriage saying, oh yeah, we're going to do 50-50. I'm just as good as you, or even better. And that simply is not the case. So that's why a lot of men just do not want to deal with someone when they say that they're a boss lady. Because if they're a boss lady, they thinking that they're coming into the marriage as either a 50-50 partner, or they're going to be running it completely. And that's one of the reasons why men are just walking away from marriages and relationships. And feminism has a lot to do with this. And if you look at Gabrielle Unions and Dwayne Wade, that's the perfect example. You know, I don't think he's running his household. She is. And men do not want to have to deal with that. They want someone who's going to be submissive and who's going to appreciate everything that they do. So that's my video. I would love, love to hear your comments. Please, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. This is the Dr. Shabai Show.